Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Bubble Tumble. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Great to have you with us. Today, we're talking about England, its cities, its food, weather, accents, and more. We'll share plans, argue a little, and hopefully give you ideas if you ever want to visit.
Yes, let's do it. We'll start with cities and then move into travel plans, accents, food, and so on. Sound good?
Perfect. Let's start with the cities people always ask about. Emma, quick question to open. What's your favorite city in England and why?
I'll say London. It's obvious, but London gives you so many layers. History, museums, different neighborhoods, food from every culture. It's busy, but it never feels like one story. What about you?
I like Manchester. It feels more compact and lived in to me. Music, football, industrial history turned into creative spaces. It has a grit and warmth that I prefer to huge, anonymous streets.
I get that. London can feel anonymous, but that's sometimes its charm. Anonymity can be freeing. Also, the chance to find tiny pockets of culture, a small theater, a bookshop, a market stall.
True, but in Manchester, you meet people who remember your name. It feels like a city with memory. And don't forget places like York or Bath. Both feel like step inside a storybook towns.
Bath is beautiful. The architecture, the Roman baths. York has those old walls and narrow streets. So maybe it's not about big versus small. It's about what you want from a city. Inspiration, quiet history, community.
Exactly. Different cities, different needs. And that's what makes England interesting. Compact variety.
All right, if someone handed you a free plane ticket to England tomorrow, what would be your first move?
I'd fly to Manchester, spend 2 days there, then take the train north to York, and rent a car to explore the Lake District. I want real walking, real pubs, quiet villages.
Nice plan. I'd start in London for a few days. Museums, a play, a long walk along the Thames, then head west to Bath and the Cotswolds. I love the idea of honey-colored villages and slow afternoons.
You'd do the tourist classics. Fine. But would you avoid peak season? Some of those places get crowded.
Yes, I'd either go off-season or very early in the morning. The quiet hours are magic, and I try to mix both, city hustle and countryside calm.
For me, the must-do is a football match, even a lower division game. The energy is unforgettable. And a hike in the Lake District. The view from, yes, Hellevoline or Scaffold Pike is worth the effort.
And theater is my must-do. A West End show or a small fringe production. Live performances are part of the experience. Also, afternoon tea. I can't not try it.
Your tea rituals strike again.
Hey, rituals are part of culture. But seriously, both of our plans show the point. England is mixable. Cities, culture, nature. Let's talk accents. England has so many. London's Cockney, northern accents like Mancunian, Scottish and Welsh on the periphery. Which accent do you find easiest or most charming?
I love regional accents. They tell you about place and history. I find northern accents warm and clear once you listen a bit. Londoners can be quick and a little hard to catch at first.
I love how different words sound. For example, bath. Some say bath and others bath. Little differences like that are fascinating. Also, vocabulary changes. Lift versus elevator. Boot versus trunk.
Right. And listening to different accents is a great learning tool. If you're practicing English, try listening to short clips from radio or TV from different regions. Repeat small phrases. Mimic rhythm, not just words.
That's a good tip. Also, accents are not a test. They're culture. If someone speaks with a strong accent, respect it. The variety is part of the charm.
Agreed. And don't worry about speaking with a perfect accent. Clarity and kindness matter most.
Time for a slightly controversial one. British food. Some people say it's boring. Thoughts?
I think that stereotype is old. Classic dishes like fish and chips or a full English are delicious in context, and the modern food scene in cities is fantastic. Seasonal cooking, creative chefs.
Also, the multicultural influences make it exciting. British curry is a perfect example. It's developed into its own style. You'll find amazing South Asian, Middle Eastern, African restaurants in major cities.
Exactly. And local pubs can be surprisingly excellent if they focus on quality ingredients. Don't judge pub food by the cheap places. Find a proper gastropub sometime.
I'd also add street food and markets are brilliant in London and other cities. Try new things, local producers, cheeses, baked goods. There's variety if you look.
So, bottom line, British food has depth, tradition, and new energy. Don't reduce it to the old joke.
Weather. We have to do this. Rain, sun, gray, surprise. Do you love it or tolerate it?
I like light rain. It makes indoor spaces cozy. But endless wet weeks? Not fun. Dressing well for weather is a skill. Layers, waterproofs, comfortable shoes.
I agree. Rain on its own is fine. It makes the countryside green, but I plan flexible days. Indoor museums for wet days, outdoor walks for clear weather.
Also, remember, English weather changes fast. Pack for options, not certainties. And a small umbrella or waterproof jacket will be your friend.
Practical advice, and you can always find a warm cafe and enjoy the change of pace.
Quick practical tips for a first-time visitor.
Buy an Oyster card or contactless bank card for London transport. Book theater tickets and some museum slots in advance. Try to use trains and local buses for day trips.
Wear comfortable shoes. Check train times for rural lines. Eat at local pubs to experience community life. And learn a few polite phrases. Please, thank you, sorry. They go a long way.
Also, check opening hours. Small shops and museums can close earlier than you expect, and many places close on public holidays.
Good point. And ask locals for restaurant tips. People love to share their favorite spots.
Okay, one section to clear myths. Let's say one common misconception. Everyone in England speaks posh, formal English. True or false?
False. There's a huge range of accents and registers. You'll hear many forms of English depending on place, age, background. Media tends to highlight received pronunciation sometimes, but it's not reality for most people.
Good. Another idea. Are there overrated tourist spots? Is Stonehenge one of them?
Some people feel Stonehenge is underwhelming. It's powerful but small and fenced off. But it's also ancient and mysterious. If you're into archaeology, it's meaningful. The problem is expectations. If you expect a cinematic, open site, you might be disappointed.
So the lesson is manage expectations. Don't expect every famous place to feel like a blockbuster moment. Sometimes the story behind it is the real value.
Exactly. And local, lesser-known spots can be equally rewarding. That's often where you meet the city's real character.
Let's play a small game. Imagine you live in England for 1 month. Where do you live? What's your routine? What worries you?
I'd pick a mid-sized city like Manchester or Bristol. Rent a small flat, use public transport, take weekend trips to nearby countryside. Routine, work mornings, walks in the afternoon, a local pub on Fridays. Worries, finding long-term accommodation and local registration details, but it's manageable.
I'd pick Bath or a small Cotswolds town. Quiet mornings, sketching, simple local markets, and train trips to nearby cities. My worry would be loneliness at first, but small communities are often welcoming if you try them.
One practical point, bureaucracy. You need a bank, sometimes a local GP registration, and understanding train passes. Plan those in week 1.
Also, food shopping. Find a local market and a small grocery you like. It changes your daily rhythm.
This challenge is a great way to practice real English. Shopping, asking for directions, making small talk, joining local groups.
Exactly. Living short term is the best language boot camp.
Okay, listeners, quick mini challenge. We want to hear from you. Pick one. A, your dream English city to visit, or B, one English food you want to try. Leave a voice message or comment, and we'll read them next episode.
And some quick questions for you to think about. Do you prefer big cities or small towns? Would you travel in high season or off season? Tell us in a short voice note. 30 seconds is perfect.
We'll pick a few and respond next time. Maybe even invite a listener comment live. Interaction like this shapes the show.
So we talked about cities, plans, accents, food, weather, practical tips, ideas about overrated places, and a 1-month challenge. Anything final, Emma?
Just one thought. Whether you romanticize a place or critique it, travel and listening help you understand complexity. England is layered. History and modern life, quiet villages and noisy cities. It's worth exploring with curiosity.
If you learned a new word or got a travel idea, tell us. If you liked this episode, a subscribe and a comment helps the channel grow. And it helps us make more episodes like this.
We'll read listener replies next time and maybe choose one city to explore in depth. Thanks for being here. Keep curious, keep practicing your English, and enjoy small discoveries.
See you next time on Bubble Tumble. Bye for now.
Bye!